going on, guys? Snag here, and it's time to go over the team list for the State of Origin Game 3 Suncorp series on the line. Oof. Excited's an understatement, lads. This is going to be enormous. I think it's going to be one of the best State of Origin games / series we've ever seen. I think it's going to be absolutely epic in the teams. They're good. Both of them are good. They're both good, man. So in this video, guys, we're just going over just initial thoughts of the team list, both team lists. We'll go through each player. We'll go through, where they might play, how just a little bit of strategies from the previous games, all that sort of stuff, how we think the game's sort of going to play out a little bit. This isn't my prediction video, guys. I will be doing a full prediction video probably on the weekend. And, a little bit closer because, for example, Harry Grant's under an injury cloud, Bradman Best is under an injury cloud, stuff like that. So we don't want to be throwing predictions around just yet until we have more information. But, yeah, guys, just initial thoughts. And, obviously, I want to hear your guys' initial thoughts. What do you think about the changes for Queensland and for New South Wales? I can't wait to see him, and drop in a sneaky who you think's going to win, lads. Who you think's taking out Game 3. Now, I just wanted to look at I was really interested just to see the odds and how they changed after the team list. Now, before the team list dropped, New South Wales was about $2.10, almost $2.20 on some sites, to about $1.70. This is swinging fast. It's already down to $1.80 and $2. I was going to do a video saying, if you want to jump on New South Wales, do it quick because that's going to keep tightening up, guys. So if you do like New South and you do even want to give them a little bit of a head start, -2 or 3 to still get okay odds, I'll be doing it today because that's going to keep tightening up. I dare say before kickoff this will be $1.90 each. It's going to be tight. I think there's a lot of the feeling around the New South Wales people is that New South Wales is going to go up there and win this. That means they're going to be dumping their money on. That's going to change the odds. So I dare say if you're looking at doing that, do it now. And that's crazy. I was just thinking to myself, I wonder what the odds would be if this was being played at a neutral ground and how much of it being played at Suncorp's at odds here. Just looking at the team lists and just the way the last two games played out, I think New South Wales would be at very least even money, even slightly favourite. So I think Suncorp's playing a big part in this one, guys, and it is such a big part. And I'm fingers crossed I'm going. I was mentioned in a video, I mentioned to someone yesterday actually that said, I'll see you there, bro. I'm like, I hope so. So pretty much what happened was the lady that was sort of organising it for us to go to the Origin, me and the family, she went a little bit radio silent there for a minute, but we just got an email from her this morning, so pretty sure we're going. I'm always nervous when I'm getting given tickets. I was just like you can't be like, oh, you can't blow up because they said they were going to give them to you, and if it falls through for whatever reason, you can't do anything about it. But it's just the way it is. You ride that wave. I should have just bought them, but hey, I'm clinging on for dear life that this. That they keep on aside for me and the fans. If not, guys, I'll just stream it and we'll have a good time anyway. Still can't wait. All right, guys, so we'll go to, for the first time in a while, 3 years, there's actually more interest over the Queensland picks than the New South Wales picks, which is pretty crazy. Wouldn't have thought that. So we have Reece Walsh, Selwyn Cobbo to a wing, Gagai to the centres, Hamiso and Val Holmes. Now, I'm not exactly sure who's going to be playing what side, this, that and the other. Gagai is normally a right centre. Bradman Best plays left at Newcastle. So, is he going to play right against his teammate? We're not too sure. Hamiso normally plays right at Origin, does he? Does he play right at Origin? And Val Holmes plays left. So, yeah, we're not too sure who's going to be playing where, guys. This is another reason why we wanted to wait to do our picks and punts until we have 100% confirmed who's playing what side, where, when. But, yeah, I assume that'd be interesting. And just a quick one too, Bradman Best is getting a scan today. I think he just pulled up with tightness. And apparently Matt Burton has been pulled in. So we might even get a Matt Burton versus Gagai rematch, the punch on, which Gagai got touched. I mean, Burton got a bit of a touch-up. I know Tino helped him a little bit, but anyway. But yeah, so crazy back five. Look, I'll just break down this part for you. Initial thoughts. A lot of error. If Matt Burton does play in particular and he gets a boot up, I mean, these, not the best hands, these two. I much prefer Selwyn Cobbo on a wing, in the centres. Like I said, I wasn't quite as high on Selwyn Cobbo as everyone else when he came into the league because I just didn't trust his hands. He'd score 2 tries, make 2 errors, 3, 4 errors sort of thing, put his team under pressure. But since he's been in the centres, he's not under that high ball. There's not as much work rate's probably a little lower, and he's just been brilliant. So I'm not a huge fan of him on the wing. However, if he plays his best, he's going to be very hard to stop. Gagai in at the centres, he played awesome yesterday, and I've actually thought he's been pretty good. Everyone's like, oh, he's been playing so bad at club, but when he comes in at Origin, he's been playing pretty good, man. He has not been playing crap at club. He's been playing pretty damn good. Hamaso hasn't played since Origin. In at the centres there, wonder how that AC's going. I'm sure he could just get a needle for that and be fine. And Val Holmes on the wing. I actually can't remember him playing wing. That must have been when he was at Cronulla. I know he did. I just can't ever physically remember him playing wing. So, pretty interesting. Dearden and Cherry Evans there. Cherry Evans yesterday, on the weekend, was so ridiculous. All right, forwards. Bit of a change here too. So we've got Cotter, Hunt, Lindsay Collins. So one change. Capewell comes in. And he'll be on the left edge, I believe. Nano plays right. And then Carrigan in the middle. Bench, Harry Grant, again, hasn't played. Mo Fodawaker, Felice Kafusi, and Kalen Ponga comes in. So let's talk about the forwards first. I mean, to me, Capewell hasn't had a good game this year. I think on the weekend was his best game, and it was still pretty mid-level. I don't think he's close to Origin standard at the moment. So when you're going up against the 2 best second rowers in the comp as far as form goes, and probably just two of the best we've seen in a minute. Alarming for Queensland. He'll be on the left side, so he'll be played left. So he'll be against Liam Martin. So he'll play left. Nano plays right, so he'll play left. So yeah, he'll be against Liam Martin. That's a mismatch for sure. And then yeah, we have Carrigan and Murray there. That's pretty. Now the bench. I mean, Kafusi didn't do much, but like I said, he can cut. He's fine. Like I saw someone say this about Hamoli being dropped. They're like, oh, he didn't do anything. Sometimes these bench roles as a forward, your job's not to come on and like open the game up. Like someone said, Hamoli played crap. That's why he got dropped. No, he didn't. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He came on. He played the minutes he was given. He tackled hard, ran hard, and didn't make errors and didn't give penalties. That's literally your job as a bench front rower, as a bench forward. So your job's not to come on like Harry Grant and change the game. Or, Spencer Leniu does do it, but, it's a very different situation. So look, Kalen Ponga to come in as well. Now, this is the one, this is like the thing and the problem that I think New South Wales have had over the past 3 years is they pick teams without a plan, or pick a bench without a plan. I don't know if Billy has a plan for him. I'm sure he does have a plan somewhere, but I don't know if it's going to go to plan. Look, if worst case, if Reece Walsh goes down and you have KP sitting on the bench, it's like the geniusest move of all time, but that's pretty slim. KP can't really play any other positions. He's not really a winger. He's not really a centre. You don't really I heard Billy saying could possibly play him through the middle. The last 2 years he played in the middle. So last year he played in the middle probably 7 or 8 times. He got knocked out 4 at club. You're going to run that risk in State of Origin. He doesn't even need to get tagged on the chin. Like he got hit twice last year where it was just body and his head whiplashed and he was knocked out. His chin's gone. Your chin doesn't heal. It's gone forever. So that's alarming to me as well if I'm a Queenslander. I don't think he can play lock. I don't think you want to put him in at 6 either, because then you're going to have Liam Martin and Angus Crichton steaming onto him. I don't understand. Again, great cover for Reece. And maybe Reece is under an injury cloud and, he wants that coverage there for that. I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. We don't know how he's going to use him. It's like Freddie was picking Gutho and guys like, all these guys on the bench and with no real plan. Whereas with the New South Wales bench, there's a very clear plan there, It's just hooker covers the back line, replacement lock / front rower, replacement edge back rower, front rower, replacement front rower, impact front rower. So there's a very clear plan here. So let's just get into the New South Wales team. So Trell out, obviously. Bradman Best comes in. I like it. I like the fact that a specialty centre is coming in. I think he'll do the job. He's not going to be poor. I looked at everything Latrell Mitchell did in game 1, and I'm very confident Bradman Best has the skill set to do what he did in that game. It's not like Latrell Mitchell was doing stuff that no one else could do. Obviously just doesn't have that aura and that presence that Trell Mitt has. And then the rest is the same. 5'8" and halfback the same. Mitch Moses, Jarome Luai. Forwards the same. Jake Trbojevic, Reece Robson, Payne Haas, Liam Martin, Angus Crichton, Cam Murray. Now, I definitely need... Payne Haas played really good in game 2. Best performance he's had at Origin. But I was just looking through his numbers at the Broncos. They're pretty down. His errors are up. His missed tackles are up. Barely, but just they are up. And his meters are 100% down. He can't... He needs to, again, to be the best forward on the park. He needs to outshine these guys over here. And look, just looking at Lindsay Collins, Jesus Christ, he's on one at the moment. Payne Haas has to match that. So that's a huge... Job isn't done. You know what I mean? A job isn't done. So these guys are still going to have to be enormous. As far as the bench, a little change here. Connor Watts, I wasn't impressed with him at Origin, but I'll tell you what, he's grown. I've been watching him a lot closer since everyone's been raving on about him, and he is pretty damn good. I didn't see it at first. I was just like, he looks like a pretty good player. One of those guys that sort of suffers from being too good at every position, that he never really gets locked into one. But he's pretty awesome. I actually thought at State of Origin maybe he looked a little frantic. He's just it was too not too much, but it was he wasn't bad, by the way. I'm just saying he didn't come on and make mad, he was not a ton of craft or catching markers, slipping and all that sort of stuff. But again, it's hard to do that at Origin anyway. But he looked pretty good. Now, Isaah Yeo, I actually love this bench because you have a replacement lock who can play front row. You have a I honestly think Mitch Barnett right now is the best forward, utility forward. He can play front row at the highest level and edge back rower at the highest level. I don't think I've ever seen that. We've seen guys that can do both, but they're usually one better at the other. He is so good at both. Him on an edge is incredible. I actually can't believe his lateral movement and stuff like that because he's a big boy. Look at his shoulders compared to Isaah Yeo. He's an enormous man, and he moves laterally so nice. He never gets caught out. He's really good. So, he can cut. New South Wales can really just go through the middle here if needed. Liam Martin and Angus Crichton now, because with Amoli he's definitely more of an edge. Again, a big enough body to play middle, but he's an edge. You get what I'm saying when I'm talking about Barnett. You literally, if Payne Haas goes down first carry, Mitchell Barnett comes on and you're fine. If Liam Martin goes down first carry, Mitchell Barnett comes on, you're fine. If that makes sense. That's why I actually really like the Mitch Barnett inclusion. When they were picking game 1, when the people were saying Barnett, I was like, he's just a front rower. But since game 1, just before the teams are announced, he's been playing a lot more edge. I've just been so impressed. He is so good on an edge. He's not Angus Crichton, but if Angus goes down and he goes to that edge, he's gonna be just fine. He's probably not going to do the crazy flick like Crichton had, but he's going to be just as powerful, just impactful. His carry's going to be nice. His defense will be solid. So I really like that. And Spencer Leniu, obviously the best edge, best impact front rower in the game at the moment. So let's have a little look. Strengths and weaknesses. So strengths for Queensland for me are speed, and speed. They're fast, they're small. Someone actually said to me they don't have a player over 105 kilos, and I think they're pretty close. I think Lindsay Collins would be over. I think Mo would be over, but these things lie as well, lads. Like, I'm telling you now, I've met Pat Carrigan. I've got his jersey, his game-worn jerseys, and he is not 190 at 106. I promise you that. I'm 190 and 103, and I tower over him. He was up to here. So they're no, he's a big boy, but like his jersey didn't even fit me, and I don't even go to the gym anymore. So I don't think he's that. Then Ruben Cott. So speed is big for them. Like they're nimble, they're fast, they're everything in here is fast. If their kicking game is on point with Cherry Evans and they can keep turning around this big pack, and then Harry Grant comes out and can do his thing through the middle. I mean, we saw it in game 2. As good as Harry Grant is, best hooker in the game, behind a beaten pack, you do nothing. He just got, all he did was tackle him. He was just getting tackled and getting crunched and got a sternum injury and a big cut across his head. That was all the impact he had. The only impact Harry Grant had was on his own head. So he really needs a platform to be laid. I'd love to see Mo come on for someone and see if Mo can get some momentum and then Harry Grant come off the back of it. Harry Grant does his best work when Nelson comes on and starts skiddling. The problem is, with no David Fafita here, I just don't see anyone here that can individually impact the game in the forwards. I see some of my favourite forwards in the comp in this Queensland team, but I don't see any like. Do you see Ruben Cotter like skiddling Payne Haas, Jake Trbojevic and Reece Robson in the middle? I don't. Lindsay Collins, do I see him skiddling? No, I see him 100% holding his own, but I don't see him skiddling. Pat Carrigan's more of a strategic runner. He'll take that nice carry and in behind the ruck, and he smacks. I'm not saying he's soft. These guys, none of them are soft, but none of them are like the skittle you sort of thing, and that's why I think Dave Fafita I would have put Dave Fafita on the bench and played him in the middle. Just to run hard, tackle hard, give me 25 minutes, or even a Papali'i, whoever you want to go through there, give me 25 minutes. So that's where I see their strengths. They're really going to have to kick well, which is Cherry Evans. These guys are going to have to swarm, keep turning these big guys around, tire this pack out. So hopefully this workhorse forward pack can get on the front foot for Harry Grant. That's how I sort of see them winning the game. As I said before game 2, I do think New South Wales have to get on top early. If they don't, if this team can at least, if this start in front row, start in middle, these guys here can chip in with some meters. If they can just hold their own for the first 30, I think Queensland win this. I really do. If they, just as long as they're within 6 to 8 points or ahead, I think they can do it. I really do. It's Suncorp, man. If it's close with not many minutes to go, Queensland winning, and so that's what I see their strengths. They're just that workhorse, work for each other, quick, nimble, fast, quick play the balls, turn this team around, and get them to work. Now, Blues strengths. I do see more strengths here. First would be the strength in their back 5. That is a ridiculous amount of meters they're going to have to do. They've got right here. That is a ridiculous amount of meters. Now, what I just talked about, Cherry Evans kicking and turning them around. Now we've got these guys having to take less carries and get less meters. They can pretty much just run back, get onside. These guys can just defend. Because I definitely see none of these guys are big meters guys. And these guys are big. Well, other than Crichton, but he can still get you 140. Bradman Best can get you 200. To'o can get you 300. Edwards can get you 300. Lomax can get you 250. That's just absurd. That's 300. But yeah, look, to me the obvious one is the pack is just bigger, more powerful. And this is where I see Queensland, if they can get on, if New South Wales can get on top like they did in the first game, why I like this team better. All right, so Payne Haas and Trbojevic come on, Barnett and Leniu come on after. They lose nothing. Like New South Wales lose nothing when those two come on. Barnett and Leniu is arguably more. I'm going to say it. is more impactful than Payne Haas and Jake Trbojevic. I would almost expect the middle to get bigger, faster and stronger through the middle and flow better with those two through the middle. So that's where... And then you got the fast play, the balls of Cam Murray. So that's really how I see it. Like, Queensland just have to hunt in packs. I feel like they do have the better kicking game, but they do have their higher IQ half here. I do believe that they do have more strike in the backs. They definitely have more strike. Cobbo, like Reece strike, Cobbo strike, Gagai strike, Hamiso strike, Val Holmes at his best strike. I know he hasn't been at his best. And then bench, Kalen Ponga strike, and then also Harry Grant strike. They've got a lot more strike, but then their front row is more tradesman, and then Blues is more the big, athletic, powerful front rowers that will blast you open with and take your manhood unconsensually, is how I'd sort of describe the Blues front row and bench. This is going to be such a good game, bros. Oh, kill me now. I cannot believe it's 10 days away, lads. 10 days away. But yeah, that's it, guys. Like I said, I was just giving my initial thoughts on this one, guys. I didn't want to like give anything away too much about who I'm tipping, who I'm predicting, try scorers or anything like that. And again, we don't really know until we know who's playing on what side and all that sort of stuff, guys. So make sure you sub so you can follow, see our prediction videos and all that sort of stuff. And just bring it on, man. Hurry up, lads. State of Origin Game 3. Oh, I'm just praying I'm going to be there, homies. I'm praying I'm going to be there. All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.